All right, so day 4 of the van build. I'm finally gonna get around to filling all the holes in our floor. Let me show you. There's all these holes where things were either screwed into the floor or just mystery holes like this guy. I have JB Weld steel stick, which is what I'm gonna use to fill the holes. And then once that cures, I'm gonna use quick seal just to make sure the edges are fine. I'm also gonna use this on some other spots that are just small little gaps I don't need to use JB Weld for instance, like this little hole right there. It's not really a hole as much as it is just old sealant coming up, so I'm going to rip up the rest of the sealant and put in quick seal. So we'll see how that goes. All right, so that's a job finished. You can see all my little repairs. Gonna let those bond, and I'm gonna work on some other issues. All right, it's day 6 of working on the van. I had forest hair on my face. It's day 6 of working on the van. Today Mackenzie's sleeping, so I'm gonna be tackling some mechanical issues. Okay, sad day. Whoa, that's the oil filter cap. It's just a plastic oil filter cap. They're supposed to be hand tightened. Every oil filter on any vehicle is supposed to be hand tightened. Whoever put this thing on has the muscles of a freaking Greek god. I cannot get this off. I'm gonna give it one more shot with the old strap wrench. It's not gonna happen. So I'm gonna have to order a solid wrench from Amazon to try to get more torque on it. Okay, so here's the next problem. LOL. If you can't already see it, you should not be able to move those. Jeez, that was brutal. So I got one side tightened. Literally took all my body weight against that bolt. And then the other side, there's so much rust. I've been thwarted on another project today. All right, so I've been working on this interior door handle, which didn't work. So I thought I'd just become disconnected at one end, and that's why it wasn't working. So I actually went over here and I took off the latch, I guess, at that point, and everything was connected. So I was able to get it open by pulling. This is the cable that goes from the interior handle to the latch, but I do believe I found the issue. So this works exactly like, in fact, that is literally a shift cable or mechanical brake cable from a bike. So that's all it is. That right there where my finger is, that's where the cable is supposed to connect in. There's a little connector here in the dark you can't really see, but I think that's the issue, so I'm gonna see if I can get it fixed. All right, moment of truth right here. Yes! It's beautiful. Gotta finish doing the oil change today, and then we're gonna finish sound deadening and sealing the floor up. All right, so you also have to make sure you get these gaskets off. There's one here, and there's this one on the end, and those gaskets will come with your new filter. One thing you have to be careful about in these Sprinter vans is making sure you get the right type of oil. So in our service manual, if I go to Mobile 1, we're looking for the MB229.51 standard. Get the oil I got, it's the ESP formula. Right here, we see 229.31, so I'm good to go. Job done, got the new oil filter on there, filled this thing up. It takes over 13 quarts of oil. I've never done an oil change on something that takes that much. All right, so here's the results. The floor is all done. covered, and I finished the oil change, and I glued the handbrake cover back together, and that's about all we did today. You might be wondering why we didn't cover the entire floor with this. Couple reasons. We're trying to keep our floor really thin, and I want to glue some subfloor boards to some of these long beams here, so we didn't want to cover those. The other thing is you only really need 30 to 50% coverage of this sound deadening material. The rest of your sound deadening is going to come from the insulation. This is just to help with vibrations, wind noise, road noise, and all that.